Yesterday I'd have been chest deep in muddy, dirty water. That means all these houses around me here would have been up to halfway up their walls in water. You can see the remains and the marks of the water still some 3-4 feet up the walls. The water is still being pumped away by the emergency services. That pumping has been going on all night. Now, emergency housing has been found for all the people that have had to leave their homes. They congregated yesterday at the leisure centre now. They have been given homes with friends, with family, in holiday caravans even around the area. But two severe flood warnings remain in place here, even though we are now under blue skies and the river level is receding. Daniel Tegid from Environment Agency Wales can explain what the situation is now with those flood warnings.
Well, as you say, we've had basically 24 hours now of dry weather, but the severe flood warnings remain in place, and the reason for that is, even though the river levels here have dropped significantly, what we're doing this morning is walking the entire length of the flood banks here to make sure that they remain strong, that their integrity is in place, and that they won't be breached if river levels rise again.
Yeah, and we can see the pictures here of quite a significant flood defence here in the centre of St Asaph. Put it in some sort of historic context, the flooding that we have seen over the past couple of days.
Well, the flood defences that we see here are built to a 1 in 100 year standard. That means they're meant to withstand flows that we expect to happen once in 100 years. There was some previous flooding here in the 1960s, and these defences were built in about 1970, and as far as we're aware, since then there hasn't been any significant flooding in the area, so they've done their job.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel Tegid. So, very severe flooding indeed. Of course, the owners of these homes behind me here will be hoping that it is indeed a flooding of that significance, and that this isn't something that they're going to be seeing repeated in the near future. 2012 has been a year of severe flooding. We were in Ceredigion in mid-Wales just a few months ago. People are concerned that these are becoming more frequent events. But here in St Asaph now, the severe flood warnings in place still, but as we've heard there, that is more a precaution than anything, just to make sure that the flood defences here haven't received damage that will need some attention. For the time being, though, blue skies, it's dry, and the river levels are receding, but that's very little comfort to the people who this morning woke up to see the damage in their homes caused by this week's floods.